Let's be totally real for a second. Paying property taxes isn't exactly anyone's idea of a good time. But welcome to This Explainer, where we are going to completely demystify the online property tax payment process for New Hanover County. Whether you're a brand new homeowner just getting settled or you've lived in the area for decades, navigating government digital payment systems can sometimes feel a bit, well, overwhelming. But today, we're going to break the whole thing down step by step so you can handle this essential task securely, efficiently, and honestly, with total peace of mind.
So let's kick things off by busting a very common and potentially very expensive myth. Because we are also accustomed to the standard income tax season, a lot of folks mistakenly think, oh, it's a tax, I have until April to figure it out. Well, with property taxes in North Carolina, assuming that can literally cost you. Let's dive right into this and look at how understanding the true timeline and using that online portal to your advantage can save you from some pretty severe penalties.
Okay, here's our quick roadmap for today's explainer. We'll cover the January 5th deadline, navigating the online portal, payment options and fees, handling escrows, some pro tips on payment plans, and then a quick wrap-up and disclaimer. Let's get to it.
Starting with Section 1, the January 5th deadline, understanding the statutory timeline.
Now, you should know this isn't just some random county policy. This timeline is actually mandated under the North Carolina Machinery Act. Following the life cycle of a tax bill, you'll see the county starts mailing out these consolidated bills in July. And by law, the taxes are officially due on September 1st. But, and this is a big but, the state provides an interest-free grace period. You can pay without any penalty whatsoever all the way until January 5th. However, the exact moment the clock strikes midnight and we roll into January 6th, that account enters delinquency.
And here is exactly why that January 5th deadline is absolutely critical. If you miss it, bam, an immediate statutory interest charge of 2% hits your unpaid balance right on January 6th. From there, it accrues an additional 0.75% every single month until it's paid off. There's no negotiating this, guys. It's strictly required by state law.
Moving on to Section 2, navigating the online portal, your step-by-step guide.
Honestly, it's basically a 3-step dance to securely find your tax record and check out. First, you just head over to the official New Hanover County tax website. From there, you'll jump into the Munis Citizen Self-Service, or CSS Gateway, to actually query your bill. Finally, the system hands you off to a highly secure portal called Invoice Cloud. And the best part? You can use their Quick Pay guest checkout feature, meaning you don't even need to waste time creating an account if you don't want to. Easy, right? But here's a massive troubleshooting tip for when you're querying your bill in that Munis CSS Gateway. You've got to remember that the system is pulling real-time data directly from the county assessor's records. So your search formatting must perfectly match the real estate database. If you misspell your street name or maybe use an abbreviation that the database doesn't recognize, it might look like your bill doesn't even exist. So just take a breath, take your time here, and match the information exactly as it appears on your physical paper bill.
All right, Section 3, payment options and fees, keeping your money.
Once you are securely chilling in the Invoice Cloud portal, you've got a few different ways to pay. The system accepts electronic checks, credit cards, and debit cards. The portal even lets you set up automated emails to send you a preloaded payment link for next year, which is super handy. But it is vital to realize that these methods carry very different service charges, and those fees are passed directly to you to protect the county's general fund. Get this. If you pay by credit or debit card, you get hit with a 2.85% processing fee. To put that into perspective, on a $3,000 tax bill, that is over $85 just in fees. Nobody wants that. By contrast, an e-check carries a flat service fee of just 95 cents. This clearly shows why you should be using an e-check for virtually any tax bill over $35. It's literally the exact same money leaving your bank account, but you completely bypass the steep percentage taken by the credit card networks. It's a real game changer.
Next up, Section 4, escrows and common issues, avoiding delinquency.
Okay, this is a major point of confusion. A lot of people assume their mortgage company and the county are just in constant communication. Actually, scratch that, they aren't communicating at all about this. New Hanover County sends a tax bill to every single property owner because the county is not made aware of which properties have an escrow. So the ultimate responsibility always falls right back on you, the taxpayer, to make sure your mortgage company actually disperses the payment to the county. Because lenders often batch process these massive payments uncomfortably close to the statutory deadlines, we highly recommend proactively auditing your payment status. Just jump onto the online portal by mid-December and verify that your balance says 0. Doing this quick little check prevents any surprise delinquency issues and keeps you far away from that painful 2% interest charge on January 6th.
All right, Section 5, Pro Tips and Payment Plans Flexible Solutions.
If you dig out your physical bill mailed back in August, you'll actually find a 4-coupon system included right in there. This lets you voluntarily chop the bill into 4 equal payments for much easier budgeting leading up to January. But if resolving the full liability by January 5th just simply isn't feasible this year, you must be proactive. You can request a formal property tax payment agreement directly through the county. The absolute key here is you must do this before January 6th to prevent involuntary collection actions, which, by law, can include pretty serious stuff like bank attachments or even wage garnishment.
Also, keep in mind that your online payment handles consolidated billing. The new Hanover County Tax Department acts as the centralized tax collector. This means if you live in Wilmington, Carolina Beach, Wrightsville Beach, or Cure Beach, your single online payment automatically gets applied across both the base county rate of 30.6 cents and your specific municipality's rate. It's just one transaction for your entire local tax burden. Super efficient.
Almost done. Section 6, Conclusion and Final Disclaimer.
So to recap the whole shebang, definitely leverage that secure Invoice Cloud portal to save time and ensure your payment is logged immediately. Always opt for the e-check method to bypass those heavy credit card processing fees. And above all else, respect that absolute January 5th grace period deadline to keep your hard-earned money out of the hands of statutory interest penalties.
Quick reminder though, this explainer is for informational and educational purposes only and is not intended as professional, financial, or legal advice. Please remember to double-check all those tax rates, fee structures, and technical requirements with official new Hanover County sources, because as we all know, municipal digital systems and statutory processes can definitely change over time.
So, I leave you with this final thought. Please don't wait until the very first week of January to find out if your escrow paid or if you typed your search query correctly. Will you take just 5 minutes to go verify your property tax status online right now? Feel free to share this explainer with your neighbors so they don't get hit with unnecessary fees either. And go secure your peace of mind today. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and happy learning.